I hit 5k! And then, before I could actually film this video, I hit 5.1k and I was like, oh, I probably need to film this video. Hi, I'm Red and this is my Instagram. I am at Red Longson Fashion. I'm currently in Blackpool, which is like by a beach, and we went to the fun fair today, so I'm very tired, but I'm doing this Q&A. I'm excited, so ask me the first question then. What are people asking me?
So, what's your favourite place to shop?
My favourite place to shop depends, because I have so many styles and I don't think there's a single shop that really encompasses all of my styles. So it's hard to really pinpoint one shop, but for each of my styles, I'd say Cutesy Kink for kawaii, because they're UK based and it's much easier for me to buy UK based stores. For goth, I'm going to be really stereotypical and say Killstar, even though sometimes I think their quality isn't 100%. However, they just keep coming out with stuff and I'm like, I need it, so yeah. Quite often Killstar is the place I mainly go, although I do like to support independent brands as well. And as for like a mixture of both, I think Dolls Kill is probably, but that's American, so sometimes it's a bit harder to buy from them because obviously I have to pay for shipping, and then if it gets caught I have to pay more, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, those are my favourite shops. I don't have one favourite shop.
What's your preferred style?
This one's also hard to answer because I actually don't have a preferred style. I like kawaii, I like goth. I can't really decide between either of them because one time I went a month with just kawaii and afterwards I was really craving to dress goth, and another time I dressed a month in goth and was really craving to dress soft and pastel, so it's quite difficult to answer that because I don't really have a preferred style. Question 3!
Question 3! If you weren't goth or kawaii, what would you be?
I'd probably be vintage because well, I've done it a bit on my Instagram, but not like loads on my Instagram. So yeah, I'd probably be vintage, although I would miss being kawaii and goth.
Question 4.
4.
What made you post your pictures to Instagram and not anywhere else?
I think I chose Instagram because I already had a personal Instagram where I knew how to use Instagram already, and I think I just like saw other people using Instagram to promote their fashion, and a few people had asked me, oh, where did you get this? Where did you get that? And I wanted like almost like an online wardrobe where people could see my outfits and they wouldn't have to ask where they're from because I tagged the shops, or they could ask in the comments and I could give information about where to buy my clothes. Basically, my Instagram is one big wardrobe.
Question 5.
Bye!
In your own words,
Yeah.
what's the difference between goth and emo? And it isn't my camp.
I don't know. I think this is hard to answer. If you're wearing like Victorian clothes, that's more goth than emo. Emo's a bit more casual, like t-shirts and jeans. But then again, there are goths that wear t-shirts and jeans as well. So the best description I ever heard was, I think it was a comedian said it. I can't remember who said it. Was emos want to kill themselves and goths want to kill everybody else.
Question 6.
6.
Are you a professional makeup artist, or do you... What? That question doesn't really
Did I
make
type
sense.
it wrong? Or do you do it yourself?
Or do you just do your own?
Yeah. Do I just do my own makeup? Or my professional?
Okay. Question 6. Are you a professional makeup artist, or do you just do your own?
No, I'm not. No, it just says as in like, oh, okay, right. No, I'm definitely not a professional makeup artist. I don't even think that really I'm that great at makeup, especially not like makeup artists on Instagram. They're like major good. I am more of a fashion person, and that's why my Instagram is more Red Longson fashion. So if anyone says your makeup's terrible, I'll be like, yeah, because it's a fashion Instagram, not a makeup Instagram. What was the question? No, I am not a makeup artist. No, that would be a cool job.
Question 7!
Question 7!
What are your favourite bands?
Oh, okay, so we're talking bands here, not artists. So I'm not going to talk about artists, although I should. But I'll talk about them another time if I do another video. I think number 1 for me is New Year's Day. They're quite small, so a lot of people don't. Well, no, they're not actually that small, but they're smaller to the point where a lot of people don't know who they are, and I have to like show them. But then they all fall in love with Ash Costello, and then they're like, oh, okay, yeah, I love New Year's Day now. And I'm like, yeah. But their music is like amazing. Ash Costello is stunning. Like they just have great music, so they're probably number 1 for me. And I've never seen them live, which breaks me, but one day I will, I hope. And then 2nd would be Motionless in White, because I really like their music again. And I've seen them twice, once at Download and once just when they were on tour and they went to Manchester. 3rd would have to be Paramore, because Hayley Williams is bae and I love all their music, including old and new, and I just have a lot of connection with a lot of Paramore music. A lot of like songs really like speak to situations in my life, especially Ignorance, because I've met a few people who apply to that song, so yeah, that song is like my life. Although I don't really look like I listen to Motionless in White, New Year's Day and Paramore right now.
Well, at the moment you look like you listen to Paramore.
Yeah. Maybe Paramore, new Paramore.
Question 8!
A.
When did you start dressing alternative and why?
So I used to have no makeup or fashion sense, and I put a picture on my story recently of me like a few years ago. Yeah, I used to dress like that up until about 14, 15, and then it wasn't until last year of high school, which for in the UK is when you're about 16, that I decided to start wearing dresses, and I started going like vintage indie style, but I didn't class myself as alternative or what?
What?
What are you laughing at?
That seagull just like pittering about like it owns the beach. So I'll just do a shot of that seagull. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
You look, he's walking with so much swag. Anyway, so what was it saying? What was the question?
When I was 16, I started dressing indie, vintage, and then I saw a BuzzFeed video of like Japanese fashion, and like Lolita fashion came up, and I was like, I need to dress like that. And it took me years to actually fully dress like that. So I think I've been alternative for, because I'm 20 now, I'd probably say 3 years. I dressed goth for a short film when I was like 16, 17. And I loved how it made me feel. I love how clothes make me feel, and I just started to get into the like goth scene, and just a bit more like my music taste got darker. So I started to really dress goth and kawaii. Although kawaii was harder to achieve because you can't really find kawaii stuff in mainstream stores, but you can find black stuff in mainstream stores. So yeah. So about 3-4 years max. I'd probably say 3 years. Although I have been alternative in the sense of I've always been really different my whole life. Like my mum always says this. I never fit in. Even as a kid, I just was alternative to the norm. I didn't dress alternative, but I definitely stood out all the time. Question 9.
9.
How did you get sex? Question 9. How did you get successful on Instagram?
Oh.
And have you got any tips and tricks?
Oh, interesting. Okay. When someone said this, I was like, oh, I don't really regard myself as successful. So I kind of like was a bit like, oh, I guess I am a bit. I don't know if I regard myself as fully successful. I think when I hit 10k, maybe I will start to feel a bit successful. But right now I'm little me with 5k. Consistency. Because I started my Instagram late 2016 but I don't really count starting it there. I count starting it at the start of 2017 because it wasn't until 2017 that, and I'm sorry if you're not a native English speaker because I speak really loud, so fast, sorry. So anyway, I'll try and speak a bit slower. But
When you said slower, we didn't mean stop.
I forgot what I was saying. Wait, successful on Instagram. Yes. So, consistency. Consistency. Thank you. Consistency. Yes. When I started posting every day at the same time, I went from like 150 followers to like 4K in a year. Like, literally, Instagram loves when you post. Even if I didn't have anything to post, I would quickly take a selfie, or I'd do makeup before bed and take a selfie, and I'd upload it. Now, I don't really do selfies because I've improved my Instagram to a point where I don't particularly need to do selfies as much as like proper pictures, but that's just because I prefer the look and style of my proper pictures. Keep going, because consistency and being persevering is another one.
Perseverance.
There have been a few times where your followers just stop. They stop moving, your likes are the same, nothing changes, and I've gotten down about that and had times where I thought maybe I shouldn't do Instagram anymore, but Instagram always seems to go back up. So it always seems to, sometimes it stops, but unless you're not posting, it will never go backwards. A lot, I mean. Unless you start posting stuff that people don't want to see. But I noticed, sometimes the ball stops, but then it starts rolling again. So, yeah. Consistently post, even if you're not sure you have anything to post. And keep persevering on my main tips. A lot of people, I think, do Instagram and stop posting, and then they see the followers drop, and then they give up. Post every day, or more than once if you can. Hell, what time is it? Am I meant to post? Is it 8 o'clock? Crap! I need to go post. and particularly post on time, which I forgot to do.
Last question. Question 10. Have you got anything else to say?
So, I have a question for my followers, for people who are viewing this. Do you want to see more followers? Do you want to see more? I do want to see more followers, but that's not what I'm saying right now. Do you want to see more videos? So I can do more Q&A videos. I can talk about myself, because I can talk about myself all day. No. Do you want to see makeup videos? Even though I don't think I'm like amazing at makeup, like I'd still do videos because it's always fun to put makeup on. Or maybe I could do a video of my wardrobes, or how I put looks together, or hell, I could even do singing videos if people want it. Like, I'm not gonna be like bombard people with singing videos. That'd be weird. I'll put a poll on my story after this up. If you want to see more videos, go to my story and click yes. What videos do you want to see?
Videos of you.
That would be useful. That's something I can do.
Oh, look books. It rhymes as well.
Look
Come on.
I want videos of your cat.
Yes, Macy!
I put them on my story. So thank you so much for watching. Because at the minute I'm like, is anyone actually going to watch this? Go to our story, click yes, and bye.